Good afternoon, students. Today we're coming to the topic acceleration in mechanisms, the kinematics. So in the last class, we discussed about the velocity in mechanisms by relative velocity method and instantaneous center method. So those two topics were completed in the last class. So after velocity, the next final thing is the acceleration in mechanisms. So the acceleration in mechanisms means we are considering the continuity of velocity, the acceleration means. So here also we are considering the 2 points for explaining the acceleration diagram for a link. Consider the 2 points for a link AB, that is point A and point B on a rigid link. Let the point B will move with respect to A with an angular velocity omega, and let alpha radians per seconds be the angular acceleration of the link AB. So these two are rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. If you see the diagram A, the link AB having the 2 points AB, that is at the other ends, those here the link in the link, the B point is moving with respect to A by fixing at A for an angular velocity omega and alpha angular acceleration in the anticlockwise direction. So based on that, this angular velocity and angular acceleration, we need to construct the acceleration diagram that is in the B figure. If you see the figure B, the acceleration for the link, and how to draw this? We know the acceleration of a particle whose velocities changes both in the magnitude and direction at any instant by two components. One is centripetal and another one is tangential. So the centripetal means which is perpendicular to the velocity of the particle at the given instant. And the tangential means which is along the line or which is parallel to the velocity of the particle at the given instant. So along the perpendicular means it is centripetal, along the parallel to the velocity, that is tangential component. Thus for the link AB, the velocity of B, point B, with respect to A, that is vector VBA, is perpendicular to the link AB. So vector BA was drawn perpendicular to the link capital AB, which is drawn in the figure A. Now, since the B is moves with respect to A with an angular velocity omega, therefore the centripetal or the radial components of the acceleration of point B with respect to A, that is A dash, that is angular, maybe alpha, that we also will note it. So ABA is equals to, that is centripetal or a radial component, that is equals to omega square into length of the link AB. Omega square is the angular velocity into length of the link AB is the AB. So omega square, omega, how can we write it? Omega is equals to VB by AB. Omega is equals to VB by AB. So omega square means VBA square by AB into AB. So those two ABs were cancelled. So finally one AB will be presented. So that is equals to VBA square by AB. This radial component, that is centripetal component of the acceleration, will act perpendicular to the velocity VBA. That is, you see, the ABA is perpendicular to the velocity. Okay. We know that the tangential component acceleration of B with respect to A. So that is equals to tangential. So ABA suffix T equal to acceleration into length of the link AB. That is equals to alpha into AB, length of the link capital AB. Now, acceleration in the slider crank mechanism. A slider crank mechanism that we already discussed in the velocity relative motion also. For that continuity, here we are finding the acceleration. So the slider crank mechanism, if you see the diagram, the crank OB will make an angle theta with the IDC, inner dead center, and rotates in a clockwise direction about the fixed point O with the uniform angular velocity omega radians per second. Now the velocity of B with respect to O of the velocity B, that is equals to VBO is equals to VB, that is omega BO into OB, which is acting tangentially at the point B. So we know that the centripetal or the radial component of B with respect to O, that we already found, and the acceleration of the B, which is at the fixed point, that is A centripetal component or radial component, A BO suffix R is equals to AB. So omega square BO into OB, that is equals to VBO square by OB. At the point, in any point at the end of the link which moves with the constant angular velocity has no tangential component of acceleration. The following diagrams will give the single slider crank mechanism and the corresponding angular accelerations. Diagram. The acceleration diagrams which was seen in the previously, to constructing that, now we need to follow these steps. Firstly, draw the vector A dash B dash O dash B dash, which is parallel to BO, and a set of equaling magnitude of A dash BO equal to AB to some suitable scale. From the point B dash, draw the vector B dash X parallel to A dash BO is equals to AB to some suitable scale. From point B dash, draw the vector B dash X, which is parallel to BA, and the vector B dash X will represent the radial component of the acceleration of A with respect to B, for the wholly magnitude is given by A dash AB is equals to V square AB by BA. So if you see the diagram with the following conditions, so the corresponding line of B dash A dash and B O dash B dash will be drawn. Nextly, from the point X, draw the vector xa dash bar, which is perpendicular to the b dash x. Therefore, the xa dash will represents the tangential component of the acceleration of the point of A with respect to B, that is A tangential AB. When a point moves along a straight line, it has no centripetal or the radial component of the acceleration. Since the point A will reciprocate along the AO, therefore the acceleration must be parallel to the velocity. Therefore, the from A, draw the O dash A dash parallel to AO, which is intersecting the vector XA dash at A dash. Now the acceleration of the piston or the slider A, that is AA and A dash AB, may be measured to the scale. After that, the vector B dash A dash, which is in the sum of the vector B dash x and x A dash, will represent the total acceleration of the A with respect to B. That is acceleration AB. The vector B dash A dash will represent the acceleration of the connecting rod AB. And then the acceleration of any point on AB, such as E, may be obtained by dividing the vector B dash A dash at C dash in the same ratio as E, which divides the AB. In other words, A dash C dash by A dash B dash is equals to AE by AB. See now the diagram. E is the point, capital E is the point which is dividing the AB, that is connecting rod. The same proportion or same ratio is applied here. Now the angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB may be obtained by dividing the tangential component of acceleration of A with respect to B to the length of AB. Then the acceleration of AB is equals to A dash AB by AB, which is in the clockwise about the B. Next, a very important component of acceleration, that is Coriolis component of acceleration. This is very important. Now, how to get this Coriolis component? When a point on any link in the slider along the another connecting rotating link, such as a quick return mechanism, then the Coriolis component of acceleration must be calculated. So for simpler mechanisms, we may go for the acceleration diagrams, but for the quick return mechanisms, so the sliding along with the rotating. So consider a link OA and a slider B, which is in the diagram. The slider B moves along the link OA. So this is the quick return mechanism. It is the links connection. The slider B moves along the link OA. The point C is the coincidence point on the link OA. Let omega be the angular velocity of the link OA at time t, and v is the velocity of the slider B along the link OA, and omega r be the velocity of the slider B with respect to O, which is perpendicular link to the OA. Now, formula is omega plus delta omega and V plus delta V and omega plus delta omega into R plus delta R with the corresponding values of the time for changing. Let us now find out the acceleration of the slider B with respect to O and with respect to the coincidental point C, which is lying on the link AO. If you see the diagram, B will shows the velocity diagram when their velocities v and v plus dv delta v, which are considered. In this diagram, the vector bb1 will represent the changes in the velocity at the time intervals delta t. The the vector bx will represent the component of change of velocity bb1 along OA, which is radial in the direction, and the vector xb1 will represent the component of change of velocity bb1 in a direction perpendicular to OA. So therefore, from the diagram, Bx equal to Ox minus Ob, that is equal to what is the difference of vector V plus delta V into cos of delta theta minus V. Now, since delta E theta is very small, therefore substituting the cos delta theta is equals to 1. So we have Vx is equals to delta V plus V minus V, that is equals to delta V. And the same time xv1 is equals to V plus delta V into sine delta theta. For smaller values of sine delta theta, we are substituting delta theta as delta theta. Sine delta theta is delta theta. So we are having that xb1 is equals to xb1 is equals to V plus delta V delta theta. So finally, by multiplying V delta theta plus delta V into delta theta. Now, by neglecting the delta V into delta theta being very small, therefore xv1 is equals to V into delta theta vector. So in the diagram C, will shows the vector diagram when the velocities omega r and omega plus delta omega into r plus dr are the considers. In this diagram, the vector VB1 will represent, see suppose the C diagram, BB bar, sorry, BB1 vector and OB is the omega r vector. Now, the vector BB1 will represent the change in the velocity and the vector YB1 will represent the component of change in the velocity BB1 along OA. And the vector by will represent the component of change of velocity bb1 in the direction perpendicular to OA. Now yb1 is equals to omega plus delta omega into r plus delta r into sine theta. That is equals to omega r plus omega delta r plus delta omega r plus delta omega into delta r into sine delta theta. Now delta theta into omega r will acting radially inwards. So dy is equals to oy minus ob equal to omega plus delta omega into r plus delta r cos delta theta minus omega r. Since it is in the inward, omega r delta theta is to be eliminated. So we are neglecting. So by substituting for delta theta for smaller values, therefore by substituting cos delta theta as 1, we have dy is equals to omega r plus omega delta r plus delta omega r plus delta omega into delta r minus omega r. So those two are cancelled, and by neglecting delta omega into delta r for smaller, therefore the total component of change of velocity along the radial direction, that is bx minus yb1, equal to delta v minus omega r into delta theta, which is acting radially outwards from O to A. And the radial component of the acceleration of the slider B with respect to O on the link OA will acting radially outwards from O to A. That is A dash BO is equals to dv by dt minus omega r into d theta by dt, that is equals to dv by dt minus omega square r, which is in the outward direction. Now the tangential component of the acceleration of the slider B with respect to O, which are in the link OA and acting perpendicular to the OA and towards the left, O dash BO is equals to v into d theta by dt plus omega into dr by dt plus r into d omega by dt. That is equals to v into d theta by dt called omega and dr by dt called v. So v omega plus omega r plus r alpha is equals to 2 into v omega plus r alpha. Now the radial component of the acceleration of the coincident point C with respect to O, which are in the acting in the direction from C to O, that is A dash CO is equals to omega square R, which is in the outward direction. And the tangential component of the acceleration, which is coincidence point C with respect to O and acting in the direction perpendicular to CO and towards the left, is A dash CO is equals to alpha r vector, which are in the outward direction. And at the same time, radial component of the slider V with respect to the coincident point C on the link OA, which is acting radially outwards. A dash BC is equals to A dash BO minus A dash CO. So the radial component is given by dv by dt minus omega square r minus of minus omega square r, that is dv by dt. And the tangential component of the slider B with respect to the coincident point C on the link OA, which is acting in the direction perpendicular to OA and towards the left, is given by A dash BC minus, sorry, A dash BC is equals to A dash BO minus A dash CO, that is equals to 2 into omega V plus alpha or minus of alpha. So finally those two are cancelled. 2 omega V is the vector. This tangential component of the acceleration of the slider B with respect to the coincident point C is known as the Coriolis point component of acceleration, and it is always perpendicular to the link. So the Coriolis component of acceleration B with respect to C, that is BC, A dash, sorry, A suffix C, BC is equals to A tangential BC. So that is equals to 2 omega V. Omega means angular velocity, V means velocity of the slider. In the above discussion, what we discussed, the anticlockwise direction of omega and the radial outward direction of V, which are taking into the positive. It may be noted that the direction of the Coriolis component of acceleration that will changes the sign if either omega or V is reversed in direction. But the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration will not be changed in the sign if both omega and V are reversed in the direction. It is concluded that the direction of Coriolis component of acceleration is obtained by the velocity at 90 degrees about its origin and in the same direction of that of omega. And this is the directions we are representing for the Coriolis component, and the direction of Coriolis component of the acceleration 2 omega v for all the 4 possible cases is given, and the directions of omega and v are also given. That means the 2 omega v is towards the left side and at the same time anti-clockwise angular velocity, and when it is doing left side, that is moving inward, and at the same time omega, that is angular velocity, is in the clockwise direction. Like that it is vice versa. So with that the Coriolis component of acceleration was also found. So with that we have found the velocity diagrams and acceleration diagrams for any mechanism. Here clearly we explained the single slider crank mechanisms and the Whitworth quick return mechanism also. We have solved it. So with that, the velocity and acceleration diagrams in any mechanism for the kinematics was completed. Thank you.